Accompanied by his valet, Miss Brenda Britton. Brenda Britton. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Hustler, Rip Rogers. Rip Rogers. Do not use that word. One fall, 15.
Hustler Rip Rogers now having his outer garments removed by Miss Brenda Britton, who is on her knees unzipping the sides of the outer garments of the Hustler. He is indeed a controversial figure. And by the way, and I have been requested by both Hustler Rip Rogers and Miss Brenda Britton, please do not, and I repeat, please do not refer to them when they come into the arenas, if you happen to see them in person, do not refer to them as flea bags. It really upsets them. And, gee, that's that's really very bad, and please don't do that, if you get my drift. All right, Rip Rogers getting set to move now. Moving out against Zane Smith, one fall, 10-minute time limit. Rogers, who was a bodybuilding champion, an all-around athlete, hails from the Midwest, has held bodybuilding championships in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois. Exceptionally dangerous man, has held many titles in his pro wrestling career, and is wasting no time in really punishing Zane Smith. Smith hurtled from the ring, and the referee, and a very fine one I might add, warning Rogers. Smith trying to get back into that ring now, and Rogers helping him along. Rogers, who always wears pink and lavender, brings him up, full body slam. Lateral press, but does not allow the pinfall. Well, I'll tell you what, I really have to feel somewhat sympathetic to the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller. I didn't think I'd find the day that I would make that statement, but I really do, because I just have a suspicion that he was not aware of the ruling laid down by Continental Championship Wrestling, and he did put up with an awful lot from Kevin Sullivan before he finally blew his stack. However, I can also understand Continental's viewpoint that a violation is a violation. And, of course, the old axiom goes, ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law. Chop into the chest of Smith. Smith trying to roll away, and Rogers caught him anyway. It's Rogers still dominating the situation with Zane Smith. Caught him with an elbow. Double thrust into the abdominal wall. And a chop into the neck. Rogers keeping up a steady offensive. Again. And now Smith fires in the midsection. Smith fires in the midsection again. And Smith reverses that Irish whip. Went up for a drop kick, but Rogers was one step ahead. Rogers turns him into a full Boston. Ooh, brother. Look at the way he is stretching those abdominal muscles. He's got him. He has got him. Rogers using a full Boston Crab. And he certainly emerges the victor in this match. Well, wait a minute now. Rogers still not finished with Smith. More punishment as he dumps him over the top rope. There's Brenda Britton out there arguing with the referee about something. For the official word, let's turn it over to our ring announcer.
In the time of 4 minutes and 10 seconds, there's your winner, Hustler Rip Rogers. Rip Rogers, the winner.
Couldn't help but notice, standing just off the set, was the exotic Adrian Street and Miss Linda. The exotic Adrian Street, of course, the Southeastern heavyweight champion. And obviously you were scouting Mr. Rogers rather carefully.
Exactly. I thought that he used that Boston Crab with to great effect. But the art of wrestling is the art of positioning. And I don't think that Mr. Rogers, or Fleabag 2 as I call him, would ever get me in that position. The reason I came out, Gordon, if you'd be so good, I'd like the people and myself again to review what actually happened here. I mean, this guy came in, he's looking for a title. All he had to do is ask. That's all. That's all he had to do is ask. He's got a wrong way about it. He slapped Miss Linda, and I feel really badly about it. As far as I'm concerned, this title's here for anybody.
Well, I might just point out, I think that's one of the reasons that Continental Championship Wrestling came with the ruling they did, that any more fisticuffs or slapping at the podium here was going to result in a suspension. Unfortunately, Ron Fuller is now suspended from wrestling here on Continental Championship Wrestling. But let's in fact, go back in time and take a look at the episode that happened last week.